What we do here is go back.
Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Lost Media podcast. Today we're talking about Foodfight, that horrible 2012 movie, but we're not talking about the movie itself. In case you guys didn't know, you probably already know this, it was stolen, the original film. It actually turns out that it wasn't stolen. That was something I initially thought when I was covering this topic way back in 2016, and a lot of people on the internet thought it was stolen. It was deleted. I'm not sure if it was intentional or accidental, but I'm pretty sure it would have been intentional. The original movie was deleted because it was so awful. And if you ask me, when you go back and you look at that trailer, which is playing behind me right now, the original Foodfight trailer, which is the only example of the original animation style and what they originally had, I think it looks better, the animation style, than the 2012 one, which is hilarious because that would have been the only thing it had going for it, and turns out now there's nothing going for it because the movie from 2012 looks horrific. The script obviously is awful. The jokes are terrible. The voice acting is even worse. It's a shocker. It's a shocker of a film. And they paid all those big Hollywood stars so much money. So the point of this is, I thought it was stolen. I thought the hard drives containing 60% of the completed movie, by the way. What's playing behind me in this trailer? The movie's not even finished. It's 60% finished. Around about 60%, it said, in the sources relating to this film. Why do you make a trailer for a movie that's only 60% done? I don't know. I actually have no clue. I think they're just trying to rush out a trailer so they can get a bunch of hype building for a movie that they know that they're fucked with because they're not even close to finishing. It's hilarious. It's so hilarious. And what's about to play behind me after the trailer is the actual newer animation style, newer in quotations, for the 2012 movie. I just wanted to talk about this today on the podcast because I think it's a bizarre thing that you'd intentionally delete a film, scrap it when you're 60% of the way there, and then you'd restart again. I'm guessing there were people who really, wanted to restart, or maybe it was deleted out of a vendetta against someone. It's still a bit sketchy, sadly. We still don't know, but is it deleted? This is the question with every lost thing that is clearly lost and clearly will never be found. Is it lost though, guys? Is it? I think that's why everyone loves referring to lost media as always lost media instead of media that will never be discovered, which is what it should really be called. It's just lost media. Will it be found? Will it stay lost? No. It was deleted. But, you never know. There could be a backup of that 60% on another hard drive. You don't make a film, meant to be a feature-length actual release of a genuine animated movie, and you don't put it all on one hard drive. That is nonsensical to me. Also, to make a trailer, to make an actual theatrical trailer out of the 60% of footage, and for it to still be saved in the one spot and deleted, I don't know. I call it a bit of BS. I think someone out of spite just made sure they had all copies of the film, of that original, and was just hoping they don't, bother to start again. But they did. They did, and they did it all over again, and it's just so awful. I think there's a lot of talk about lost media that should stay lost when it's a really touchy subject or when it's something really sad that happened. I'd put this in the same category. This is something that's pretty sad that happened in human history. This is definitely lost media that should stay lost. I think in the history of animation, this is probably one of the biggest lows for that industry. If you're a professional animator and you love your work and you really want to get inspired by some of the great animation, or you have been inspired and that's how you became an animator, and then you see this, you probably give up immediately, wouldn't you? Probably stop working. That's it. That's the end. I quit animation. This is hot garbage. What the did I just watch? Is pretty much what everyone's reaction was to the 2012 Foodfight movie. And I think that would be a similar reaction to the 2003, I think it was meant to be released, or it was 60% of the way done in 2003, and that's when it became lost. People would have a similar reaction to watching this original if it was uncovered one day, or if it was, for whatever reason, released one day. I doubt it will be. I don't think you're gonna get a home media release of Foodfight 2003 only half finished. They should literally I think they do that in animation as a joke when the characters are trying to continue the story and they can't because the animation's not finished, and they grind to a halt in front of the still the grey lead drawings in front of them. They're like, it's not finished yet. We can't keep going. They should do that if they ever find this. They should just do that for the meme. When it gets to the part of the movie where it's unfinished, the character should just stop and be like, we can't shill any more products. We can't sell anything. We can't try and sell anything else with our characters that were literally, mascots for the companies. And that's an actual interesting fact about this. I can't believe those companies didn't sue. I mean, did they really sign off on their product being represented in such a garbage way? Do I look like the Dairy Queen to you? That was probably the most annoying quote from the movie, actually. Don't watch the movie, guys. It's so bad. Even watching a review of Foodfight, you still basically get the gist. And once you get the gist of what it's like, you want to just get a Glock and put that gun in that mouth. No, don't. I'm not going to encourage hateful, horrible stuff on the Lost Media podcast. This is a discussion space. This is a space where we give our thoughts about good things like Foodfight. We don't talk about bad things like guns. Where has this gone to? The 2003 Foodfight. It's I just love how the story changed since the last time I researched this, and I guess that's the point of this podcast, if there is a point. The story changing to it was deleted and not stolen. I just think that's a big difference. That's a huge difference. Whoever decided to conveniently change it to, no, guys, it wasn't stolen. It was actually deleted. I think that's pretty funny. That's hilarious. But Foodfight is not hilarious. It's actually, you look at the biggest travesties of human history, and that's right up there. It's definitely right up there. I would love to watch the original Foodfight, just so I don't vomit from the disgustingly terrible rushed animation. Because they obviously, wanted to do it again. Whoever was in charge and who was disappointed about the 2003 one being deleted, they wanted to start again. And boy, did they start again. They probably spent a lot more time and put a lot more effort into that original animation style. And you can tell from that trailer that exists, that original trailer, it is better to look at. It is way better to look at. The script is horrible and the jokes are horrible. There is a theory that the original Foodfight actually was just mediocre. It wasn't actually bad. It wasn't anything close to bad. It was just one of those movies you watch. It's like, that's kind of an interesting, Dick Tracy style detective, thing. I reckon you never know. In an alternate timeline, there's a version of Foodfight that is just instead of, my God. Oh God! What the hell is this? Anyway, that's probably the cue that this episode should end. I call out to you guys, if anyone watching this was a distributor or someone who actually has the Foodfight original, don't ever release it. Or do my idea, where you release 60%, but you get the character, you animate a little bit more. I don't know how long that'd take. It'd probably take a while. Of the characters going, oh, the movie can't finish. There you go, guys, at the end. Some stupid shit like that. Food Fight. Give me your thoughts in the description, in the comments. I keep saying in the description. Should this be discovered? Should it be found? Should that original version be watched ever again? Is it worth watching ever again? My opinion is no. But, you know, give us your opinion. Give us your opinion on that trailer if it's worth, you know, actually seeing what could have been, what might have been with Food Fight. And that's, you know, that's all there is to say. There's not enough more information because it's unfinished and it's lost and it's never to be found. Thanks, Food Fight, for the memories, though. I really appreciate it. It's some disgustingly awful imagery from that movie, my God. And it's all been playing behind me, I just realized. I'm so sorry, guys. Some of the imagery you've probably been subjected to over the past 8 to 10 minutes is not great, but maybe you're just listening to this, though, because it is a podcast. Maybe you're going for a walk and you're listening to this terrible review of The Lost Food Fight. That's pretty much it. Wasn't much more I was going to say about it, other than if it gets found, I will obviously do a follow-up and discuss it further. And let me know, again, did you like that original style? Did you like that original trailer? Is it just meh, or is it still just as god-awful as the 2012 release? I'll be back next time where I talk about a famous French director whose movies were sadly deleted by him to save money. Very sad. Goodbye, guys.
Big dog.